Strings and swivels. All right, so there are a couple of different types of strings that come with your UFO yo-yo. There's a brown one and there's a white one. Let's first look at the brown one. So this is an example of the brown string. And some of the advantages about the brown string are that it's a nylon-based string. So after you've been using the UFO yo-yo for about 10 to 15 minutes, it'll build up a little tackiness and be able to grip a lot better. Just because the nylon in the string gets heated up from the friction, and you'll feel a lot more control. It's also a tighter wound string, and so the yo-yo will ultimately be able to get a lot more speed behind it. One of the downsides to this string is that when you're starting off, this is a tougher string to get a handle of because it is a tighter wound string, so the yo-yo there will be less friction to get you started off with. So if you're a beginner, we'd recommend that you use the white string, and then once you get a good handle of how to use the UFO yo-yo, change over to the brown string. So while we're on the topic of changing over your strings, you may wonder the string length. How do you determine that? Well, the ideal is that when you stick if you put both the sticks into one hand and hold it out completely straight and pull it to the midpoint, the string should pull back to about the midpoint of your bicep. Basically, the idea there is that when the string is held out completely, it's about your wingspan. You know, it's about as far as your hands can reach out. Another way to judge the string length is that it should be roughly about as tall as you are. You can see this one's a little bit shorter. And here is an example of the white string. So I just wanted to show you this example, and as you can see, it's a lot thicker than the brown string, and that gives you a lot more grip on the UFO yo-yo, but again, that builds more friction and creates a slower spin ultimately. And the final thing is this little swivel. When you get your UFO yo-yo, you should have a little black swivel like that. And the whole idea there is that as your string is spinning, the swivel will spin with it. And this keeps your string from getting all tied up in knots. Very nice feature. And you typically want to have this on your non-dominant hand. So for me, that was the left hand. As you can see, the left hand wand, you keep it a couple of inches off the end of it.